David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs it.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm. There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw in that blitz, they had no shot at blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Gets it out fast. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. They'll get it to the 48, though, need to measure it to first down.
When you play zone coverage, you've got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Moving out to the right. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Listen to this crowd just shaking the corners of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, give on the inside. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Working that left side now. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And when the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline, that might be a home run play for the offense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And now move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hoosiers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Man, those waters,
Man
those
down
food.
on the plays. The officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Norris. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Got the first down. Looking for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
To the air. It's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Huskers come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having the punt. They're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB release. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Huskers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Bonner. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they fourth down conversion.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Firing to the right, complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The Cornhuskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
All I have.
He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. Intercepted. Big play stops the run. Nice pickup on the return, and more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
To throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Bonner. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? in the red zone here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Rayola. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. UNLV was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Vegas. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Mountain West, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on second down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw. It's Chadwick. There's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Barker. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
The defense has been hanging on for dear life figuratively. Now literally, and it draws a flag. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. action in the back corner of the end zone. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now the lead is down to 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They were able to get him. On the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Barney. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rayola. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball with different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Takes the grab. It's Bonner.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw. It's Rayola. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open. He had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he runs it in once more. Touchdown, Husker! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Scrambling away. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grab near the marker, it's Bonner. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the lone running back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Simpkins. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Huskers are marching down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bonner. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
And the Huskers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Fires to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on the offense.
They get him down to this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They pushed it ahead to the 4.
Yeah, it's a screen and we go to the chat.
To the air, it's Raiola. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Cornhusker. And the beatdown has ensued. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did.
I didn't see it pop up in the chat.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And he Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Throws to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Flushed out of the pocket. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Bonner. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. And his throw is incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again. This time a rather long 46 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a 1st down. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. From the red zone, looking for a space. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Hoosiers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to pound it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. They're going to ride this running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Toss to the outside. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
He's got the tight end. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they add 6 more to go with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 2 to Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Second down coming up. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Grabbed in the middle, it's Beebe. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Bond. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Beebe. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Chadwick. Grab behind the line. It's Beebe. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Hoosiers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. The throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. There he goes. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires to the wideout, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the defense jumps on him. They get the turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch ball, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the 1st down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palm.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go.
This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route.
They get him a push, and it pays off the sack.
Is it right there?
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Under fire. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the returner goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Goes to the option. They go to the ground. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. Finding an escape route. Turning it on. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got a little space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself.